right. You know what it is? It's your boy Linky Legs.
And it's Chris Strikes.
And it's the man, Damion.
Season 2, episode
3. Episode 3.
Episode 3. Episode 3.
No, episode 4.
Episode 4, yeah.
Can't bother with this guy. See, normally you're the one that says the episode. Yeah, I mean, this guy does.
Episode 4, you're right. You're right.
Episode 4. So we're opening up the new door, all right? We got a special guest joining us today on the sofa, on the couch. No other than so far the man, the myth, the living legend. Represent Toronto all over the world. The world's first CD sound. Master. We have Jeff the Master on the pod today. Jeff, what's popping, broski?
It's popping.
Pants look extra tight, though.
Wait, I have a question.
Yo, bro, can we introduce the man proper, bro? Like, what the hell?
We're not having a tight pants competition today because we all know who is going to win.
Exactly. Welcome.
If the master is here for the first time, but I'm here.
Yes, welcome, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join the Deep.Organic.Phuckery, where we
Dissect topics as either deep, organic, or puckery. And I needed a moment to think about that.
Exactly. You're the one that told me.
He put you on the spot.
I know.
That's what we're running with.
Put
That's
me on
our
the spot.
Of course. All right, so Master, what is the question? What's the
Yeah,
question?
that's what I'm saying. Why you ignoring my question?
Because we have to introduce the man properly, bro. Then you could get into
Oh
the
my
questions.
God. Okay, first of all, thank you for coming here. You know where you are, right?
Pause.
Why are you pausing? I thought you only said why. Why are you pausing now?
Because I pause.
Okay, all right, no problem. So,
Thank you for being here.
so Jeff the Master, you know, I know you do your nitro thing, right? Why is it that it's important to always say the world's first CD sound?
Why is it important?
Yes.
That's who we are.
But the CD hasn't been played in like 20 years.
Yes, but we still want the world to know that we were the first sound system who started to play CD exclusively.
Okay, all right, sure, fair enough.
And
but
at
how
the
did you
time-
measure that? How do you know that it's the first? So you played CD first. How do you know that you played CD first?
Well, if somebody else was, they weren't popular. Nobody knew them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew us. And
I always
did
wondered.
when we did our survey before we came out with this
survey
thing,
says.
right? Surveyed in Europe,
In Europe?
yeah, in Jamaica,
And nobody was
North
doing
America.
that?
Nobody was doing it exclusively. There was one.
So you had
sound
your
system-
measurables.
Yes. There was one sound system in Clarendon. It was a truck called Nitrox. They had their sound system. In
Oh,
a
I know that truck.
250 truck, and they would just put the speakers
Okay.
up. And
And the sides open like this, right?
exactly.
And
But
it's
they
really
were
loud.
They were playing CDs and vinyl at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a turntable there with records. They weren't doing it exclusively. We just came out with just CDs and CDs only.
I think you claimed it.
Nothing is wrong with that.
Isn't that
Something
how the
wrong
world
with that.
works?
You
Isn't
never
that how the
claim
world
it.
works?
Exactly.
Christopher Columbus,
We do
I
that.
here discovered America
Be
with
the man.
all
Put a
these
stake.
people already here.
You put a stake.
This is
Be
not.
the man. I'm the king.
All right,
of
I
the
will
dance.
tell you.
Really?
This is
Ti,
not,
I'm the king of the South.
Exactly.
this is not welcoming for the first. Because there's no way you should put Christopher in a my team. We not, no. Lord Columbus and Christopher over this. We were the world first CD sound and that
Yes.
stands.
Okay,
we
fine.
did our research.
Yes.
Okay,
And
fine.
that's what it is.
Survey
Okay.
says.
Okay, fine. So this is the thing. So we're here to give flowers. We give flowers on the show.
Okay.
But
Right?
if it beat you first. And give the floors and after I beat you the floors.
You had to test you
my
first.
God.
I mean-
Do you really deserve these flowers?
I
Were
don't-
you really the first seed?
I don't try to smell the
You know?
floors, guy, because I broke your nose.
And there you go. So what I'm saying though is, since I've been in Toronto, right? You've been in the dancehall space. You've been one of the figures who has created, entertainment for a lot of people, and that should never be overlooked, right? That's something it's important for us to always acknowledge, right? I don't know at this stage if you can have a dancehall party without having your team on there. it wouldn't make sense, right? So I want to say congratulations
Finger snaps.
and big up.
Finger snaps.
And rehearse, man.
I'm a fire, man.
Oh, it's a lot of flowers. May I take them gracefully.
Yo.
But I
get
think
it, man.
you can actually have events without my team, but
Mhm.
it will really help if you have my team.
Right.
It will really
Yes. And since
add to your success.
yes, since big guy is giving out flowers, I don't know what kind he's giving out, but we have to let the public know and the world know that you were one of the first to give me an opportunity to host an event here in Toronto. That was probably like what 12, 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yeah, you kind of open the gate and say, go on, links, do it. So big up, master, all your pants tight. You don't know the thing.
So big
Yeah,
up, master.
so big up, master, you know what I mean? Real G, you know the thing, you know what I mean? Also want to big up Dr. Ringding, one of the elder statesmen for Nitro is no longer with us, you know what I mean? R.I.P. Real general and anti-face. So you don't know. I have a big enough cause and show me love. And you guys believed in me before nobody did. So
that's a quick story. We and Ringding went to high school together. George Harvey, of course.
you want Ringding?
Yes.
That's your old master?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
a big man's a big guy. You have to be careful when you talk certain things around the master.
Yes.
I am careful.
Mister.
So yes. So he was the one who actually called me to Nitro.
Oh.
Because at the time I kind of retired from playing music and was doing some other things, going back to school, and then he called me about this exclusive
was this?
CD idea.
Wait, hold on.
What-
Wait,
what-
retired?
Yeah.
What year was this?
He called me to Nitro in 1997. For the year 2000, like 2 years.
So you were playing music when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And then you stopped?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 1997, we started Nitro, I think, in 1998. Yeah.
25 years.
So I was done with music, and then he called me and said, I have a brilliant idea. You need to come and see this. And I was like, wow, this is something. 25 years in, man.
Yep.
Well, congrats and welcome to Deep.Organic.Phuckery.
So just know this guy.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Can
On
you
this show, I'm
imagine?
allowed to curse.
Yeah.
What? I'm allowed to say that word. It's PH though, PH, so it doesn't have the same ring.
I call it puckery, but big guy does feel like he's
So
out
it's
there.
PH.
Yeah,
Yes, it's PH. It's not real swearing. You're just describing the name of the show, so you get away with it.
PH. I've never heard of that before. That's bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. D-Sam, I don't know what we're gonna do with him. All right, so Masters here, you know what I mean? As big guys at Deep.Organic.Phuckery, we're gonna have some trendy topics, we're gonna have some topics we're gonna discuss, and in between, we shoot 1 and 2 questions, big guy have a whole heap of questions. I'm gonna tell you this. He was pretty excited knowing that you're gonna be on the show today. Yes! And I see that first question, he had that for years. Wanted to ask you that question for years, What? I couldn't even introduce you properly. It's like, I have a question,
Right?
Yeah, me.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's start off with this a hot topic, fresh off the press. Minnesota Timberwolves NBA star Anthony Edwards. Woman exposes him for asking her to get an abortion. And she actually screenshot the conversation via Instagram. And he sent her $100,000 to get rid of the child. And if you don't, would you like me to read a couple of the conversation?
Go ahead, you're the one
Okay.
introducing
You
it.
like get some context?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just want to check it. I mean, so all right. So she wrote, I still have an appointment on the 27th. Hell no, I can't do this. That was Anthony. So what? What are you gonna do? So she's like, what do you want me to do? She's like, get an abortion. She's like, honestly, I had an abortion 2 years ago and I regret it every day. He replied, man, you can't force a kid in the world. You don't know what it is yet. She's like, that's not the point. I said I had an abortion 2 years ago and I regret it. He's like, yep, but I don't want a kid. She goes on to say, being cool to you is just going to get an abortion by myself and not you not doing shit and going about your day. That's being cool to you. Obviously, you've been through this before just by your reaction. And he responded, I will send you money to help you out. She's like, I didn't ask for it, but okay. You just don't want a baby. Is that what you're saying all this is? because I've been cool with you. And he replied, I don't want kids. Let's handle this like grown-ups. And she replied, okay, I'm not trying to force you to be a dad to a baby you don't want. I just don't like abortion. That doesn't make me wrong. If you really don't want to do this, then fine, I won't. And she screenshotted about 3 or 4 more. So based upon those,
I want to know where the rest of the conversation
okay,
went.
all right. Let me
go to the last screen, maybe.
Let me be cool to you.
See what the final decision
so
was.
it's like, okay, blah, blah, blah. She said, so I send you, he asked for a video, sorry. So let me get this one. This is very important.
This is all on Instagram?
Yes, on her story.
Christ.
This is on her story, actually. Right? And her name is Dream Page with an E. It's a Dream Page, all in one. You guys could look it up after.
I will not look it up.
All right. So I didn't ask for it, but okay. You just don't want a baby? Is that what you're saying? All this? Because I've been cool.
Girl hand is looking it up, though.
She's like, girl, okay, I'm not trying to force you to be a dad to a baby you don't want. I just don't like the abortion, blah, blah, blah. I think I read that already.
Yeah, read that part
Okay,
already.
so let's get to the other part. Then he said, you got the money. What's the all up? Because now I'm fine to make a problem. That's Anthony Edwards replying to her.
See, this is where it gets juicy.
And she's like, fine to make what problem? Exactly.
Finna.
Well,
You finna make a problem.
But I know what he means.
But you say
she's like,
finna.
IDGAF, I don't give a F. I've been nice this whole time. I ain't bother you. I ain't cause no problems. Nothing. I don't cause problems. Please don't speak to me like that. I told you I would because you want me to. So that's that you're talking about. Life, just be somewhat understanding. I told you. I'll be home soon. Okay, Anthony replied. Just make sure I get a video off the box with the right pills. So apparently it looked like she had to buy some pills to do the abortion. She's like, what other pills would be, Anthony? He's like, just making sure. So she sent him the video. She's like, the other half is in 24 to 48 hours. It seemed like she took the pill. I'm sending the video of her taking the first pill. So she's like, so I send you what you asked, then it's fuck me. You're going to ignore me now. Then he replied, my attorney going to handle it.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
You said we were handling it ourselves, and then when I do my part, you turn. Your attorney hasn't even responded. Just do what you said you would do. I did my part. You can send it within 48 hours. So I think she's referring to the money. Anthony replied, he's supposed to. And then she replied, well, he hasn't responded to him not once. And she replied, still no response. Please stop playing. And then she put on her page, I've never once ran to the internet about no one. I tried over and over to handle this privately, and my efforts were ignored. I've been lied to and manipulated by someone who know exactly what they've been doing and takes no accountability for nothing. And then she posted funds have been transferred, and the total funds is $100,000 US.
So she got the money.
Yes.
So why is she on the internet then? I don't get it.
I guess she wanted to drag his name. It's Anthony Edwards.
But I thought she was on the internet because she wasn't getting the money.
No. I think what happened was, yes, I saw her. I saw her. She's one of those, yeah.
But hold on. Chris Strike, go first, man. I want to hear what you're saying.
I don't even know. I'm confused by the situation.
Are you?
I'm confused because yeah, I thought she didn't get the money.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I'm saying.
So why is she going on the internet like exposing the situation? Like what?
Bring her mic
Oh,
up.
bring my mic up. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all can hear me now.
Yeah. So what are you saying, Chris?
Yeah, I don't know what to make
She's
of
in
this
her
situation.
feelings, bro.
But like, get off the fucking internet, man. Like, shit. Like, there's no need for her to be on the internet exposing the situation. If it got handled, like, sure, it doesn't sound like it was smooth. It sounded like there was a bit of disagreement. But at the end of the day, it sounds like it got handled. So like, and she got her money. She posted proof that she got her money. So why does she need to expose the situation for it? Like, just keep it to yourself, Leo. I don't understand like why like, I don't know, people are just putting these things out on the internet, trying to like drag people down. Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all NBA players, y'all need to, not just NBA players, but y'all dudes out there, y'all need to be careful who y'all slinging the D on, because you might get exposed.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Master, you have your take on it?
Like, I would like to know what is Anthony Edwards' background. Like,
What do you mean?
Like, is he
from
married
Atlanta?
or and
if he's
stuff?
if anybody in his family is Jamaican or not like that.
Why?
Who want pay one woman not to have a baby?
No, because I think based upon her status in life, like who she is.
Also, tell me who she is.
Well, based upon the photos, and I did some research on her.
Had the
seeing
Yeah,
Photos
but,
look
but
damn
hold
good.
on. Before we go any further, though, hold on, though. And I don't understand these young boys, these NBA players, artists, whatever. Leave the Instagram models alone. And then you're on them and you're going raw and coming inside her. What are you doing, bro?
Well, you know you went raw.
How we know the condom?
Whatever it is,
condom, bro?
whatever. I guarantee you, this guy went raw and came inside her. I guarantee you, these young boys. This is a common thing, you know. It's just that we're just hearing about 2 or 3. This happens all the time, bro.
Yeah.
These young boys have no sense. I don't understand it. It's so confusing to me. And the reason why he's paying her is because it's cheaper for him to give her $100K than to let her have the child, and then she's gonna get $100K a month.
Yep, facts.
That's why he's giving her
18
$100K.
years.
You see what I'm saying? So he's like, no, I don't want you, because be honest. Like, sometimes you see a girl and you're like, okay, she's sexy. And when you talk to her, you're like, oh my God, she's a loser. But she's sexy. So you want to kill. And that's what they're getting caught up in. He's killing, but he doesn't want her. So he just wants to kill. And then it just so happened that he left something behind, right? And then now he's just in that situation. But this is happening way more often than you think it is.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Especially with NBA players too.
Of course.
A lot of them.
And also too, I'll to add to about these young boys being careful. Y'all need to be extra careful after Roe vs. Wade got overturned, because if that shit happened in Texas, if Anthony Edwards played for Houston or Dallas or San Antonio instead of Minnesota, I mean, I don't know where the girl is from. Maybe it happened in LA, New York, who knows? But if that happened in a state where abortion is legal, is illegal. Damn,
That baby's coming.
That baby coming whether you like it or not.
Well, that would actually be a legal case because he's pushing her to get an abortion. If it happened in a state where it's illegal.
No, so what I'm saying is if it happened in a red state, so you
But
could.
that's what I'm saying.
Do the abortion, you're saying. He's saying that if it happened in one of those states, then she couldn't do the abortion.
Yeah,
couldn't do
but by him pushing her to do it, that could possibly be a legal issue where she said,
Legal
listen,
issue
this,
too, right?
for him, because he's pushing her to do it, and she don't want to do it. So if she's in a state where it's illegal, she could say, listen, this guy's telling me to do something I don't want to do, and it's illegal.
Yeah, he's like trying to coerce me to break the law.
There you go. There you go. That could be a legal issue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, but all in all, bro, I don't understand these guys, man. I don't get it. Like, I've made mistakes. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend like I'm this perfect guy. But at what point, like, when you go to the NBA, right? There's certain conferences that you have to go to. They tell you about these things. Groupies and girls and women and how they tell you about that. You learn about it before you dribble your first ball. So why are we still in this situation where we're getting trapped,
Bro,
quote unquote?
It's real life situation. No matter how much class I got, real life.
That's not real life, bro.
It is real life.
At this
when
point,
you're young and you have a lot of money, you're coming to a lot of money. Yeah, you're gonna make stupid ass mistakes.
And the girl's sexy too.
Exactly, but you are
Not
one.
sexy, very sexy.
You know what I mean? But also,
The very made it really hard
Anthony
to
Edwards-
abstain.
You understand?
But-
big guy, you call out Anthony Edwards, but I'm gonna call out the female too as well. You know
nah.
what I mean?
Stop
no.
it. Nah, she's
Why
playing her
not?
game, bro. She's playing her game. She's trying to get drafted.
No.
She got drafted in the first round. She got drafted in the first round.
No.
She got drafted number 5.
Because guess what?
Get your money.
What she wrote, and this is what the problem is. A lot of females and guys like you that encourage them to do this crap.
I'm not encouraging her to do that.
You
Stop
just
it.
said that. You said to get her money. That's what you just said.
But I'm not encouraging her to do this.
But that's what are you telling her to do by getting her money?
No.
So
You,
you say get
you
her money.
said you're blaming the female.
Of
I said
course.
don't do that.
Of
I'm not
course.
encouraging her to do it.
Because guess what? No. In the comment, she's like, oh, you're going to do this to me. Oh, you're just a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Because what? You never swear that. You never disrespect him to tell her to get rid of the child. But the reality of it is what you say. She see a gold mine, a cash cow, and I find some way of wingle herself.
First of all, it's her body. That's the first thing.
Okay.
So if you're gonna go into a situation, and this is what us as men always tend to forget, right? We go into a situation and we do some nonsense, right? We leave whatever we're leaving there, and then we want to now tell people what to do with their bodies. That's not how it works.
No, we're not telling her what to do with her
That's what
body.
he's trying to do. It's her body.
Well, it's her body in that situation. But what I'm saying is,
Mm-hmm.
and please don't cut me off again. Thank you. What I'm saying is this: for her to want to make him look like he's an asshole or he doesn't care about her, and whatever the case may be, what a lot of females, not all, but what a lot of females do, they like to say men ain't shit. They're losers. They're this. They're that. But the reality of it is that they're just there to get a bag.
But you know this. He's an Instagram model.
But again, we'll come back to what I just tell you. When when did you realize certain things in life?
Linky, see, okay, all these things that you're saying, right, are true, but they're excuses.
No,
See,
they're reality.
okay, can I talk
bro.
now? Can I talk? Can I
I'm not
talk?
finished still, but go on.
Okay. So this is the thing. You have to look at yourself and take accountability. You see what I'm saying? So the mistake that was made was you going to sleep with her.
Right.
It's not her trying to get an abortion. At that point, it's already gone bad. If you have to be coercing a girl to get an abortion, you're already messed up, bro.
Okay.
So at this point, you're at the mercy of the universe. If she whatever she wants to do, and by listening to the conversation, he's already messing up with the conversation, because what he should do is validate what she's feeling, right? And then maybe say, you know what? At this point, I'm not ready for this. But maybe later on, who knows? We can try a thing. But we're not ready yet. We do something, but he's making it seem like she's wrong. She's not wrong, bro. You're the one who went to have sex with her, and now she's pregnant. So you have to accept the responsibility, the accountability is not there. And she's right about that. Now, where she's wrong is making this public. That's a idiot thing. You should never, it doesn't matter what you do. This is a private conversation. You don't put it out in the public.
She want more money than the $100,000.
Exactly.
Because
Because
no,
goes
it's
back to who she
marketable.
is
But
and who they are. And Anthony Dove is 22, still a kid.
he's still a kid.
Of course.
That's not an excuse.
But it's a reality.
I'm sorry.
It's not about excuse. A reality. You made certain stupid. I made certain
So,
stupid decision when I was 22,
Linky,
19,
question.
23 that I wouldn't make right now as a big man.
So
Question: did she
I
have
mean,
the
that's someone
abortion
that I-
or not?
she said she did.
She said she did.
Yeah. She sent the video.
she took half the pill. You have to take all of it.
Yeah.
So is there?
We don't
any
know.
confirmation
never-
that
We don't know. We don't
she never
know.
posted that. She never posted the
We don't
second
know.
video.
She took, based on what you said, she took half the pill. You have to take the next half
Within
for it to
24
go
to 48
for it to go through the whole
So
process.
right now we're not sure if she's not
No.
carrying the baby.
No.
And we also, I think
And
she got the money.
She got it. So she took a picture.
So that's where now she's arms out, because now you're putting out no, she's arms. You're putting out a video of you're screenshotting this conversation that you had privately with someone that when you guys are having sex and doing whatever you're doing. We don't know what's going on. Why are you telling us now? We don't care. You see what I'm saying? This is not for our ears. We don't need to know this.
Exactly. If she didn't get paid, let's say she went through the process, she took the full dosage, the second half of the pill, did everything she was supposed to do,
Right.
and then not hearing back from the lawyer, not getting the money, all those types of things. If Anthony Edwards wasn't holding up his part of the deal, then okay, you could say maybe she's justified in exposing the man, because like maybe she tried to do everything in private first and then never happened, so she's gonna put it out there to pressure him. But it sounds like he held his part of the deal. So like, why are you still putting it out there? Like, what are you trying to gain?
Some
You
more
know,
money.
she's just trying to get. I think she's just trying to gain attention.
Yeah. That's
Just
what
trying
it
to
is.
gain attention,
Yeah.
and then as well too, because the thing is with attention, like I don't know if Anthony Edwards was the first baller that she got with, but then maybe now that the story's out there, other ballers are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, oh, who that baddie is?
And I guarantee you that's gonna happen.
Exactly.
If you check the league, so many guys, like for example, who's in Portland that was with James Harden's babies? Was it Furnace Simons? Someone's with James Harden's ex. Like it's just all over the place, bro. All kinds of craziness.
Linky, question.
Yes, sir.
How does Anthony know for sure that she was pregnant?
She took a
peeped on
picture.
something?
Yeah, she took a picture of it and sent it to her.
Cause you know what he did. He busted her.
He did.
Of course he did.
Oh my God.
He know what he did. You know. For him to be saying that, he knows exactly what he did.
I can understand.
Understand
And the girl probably
who are you understanding?
the
Buying
girl,
bossing.
Like,
the,
yeah.
the girl,
Me too. Me too, master. Me too. I ain't ragging it, bro.
You have to say that in
Bro,
But this is what. But okay. Stop it.
stop what?
Stop.
Man,
Bro, listen.
he's young.
Bro,
And as I've said to you, I have my fair share of nonsense that I've done.
yeah.
I'm not sitting here speaking as if, I'm this perfect being. I've done, listen,
That's
I've
what
done
I'm saying.
some
That's what you're saying.
But what I'm saying, okay, this is one thing we have to do. We're speaking objectively, right? That's what we're doing.
Right.
We're speaking on the issue at hand, right? Now, you can have your points and you can say the things that you think are relevant to the point, and I can say the things that are relevant to the point. What I'm saying is, based on the objectivity of the point that we're discussing, the things that you're saying sounds like excuses to me. Because the reality is it's her body and she can make the decision. Because the mistake has been made already when you had sex with her and bust.
Yeah,
You have to
but I'm not arguing that she shouldn't get rid of it. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
You know what I mean? I'm arguing how she went about it by posting it out there, but also most importantly, making it look like he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but you see,
You know what I mean?
and
like,
that's
you with a baller, like what you want, like you know what your end game is, so you're trying to be this wife and trying to start this life because what? You got pregnant? Like that's where my problem is.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
nah.
know
She's
what
not.
her
She's not saying
motivations
that.
are.
She's not saying that. Anthony Edwards knows what she is. Come on, he knows what she is, and she knows what she is. But see, nowadays you have this term that everybody uses called narcissism. Narcissists, right? That's one of the strategies they use. They try to
female?
get people, narcissists, male, female,
Oh, no,
whomever.
I'm talking about this situation.
Yeah, obviously she's a narcissist. Okay. She's trying to get people. She's trying to victimize herself, trying to get people turned against him. That's why she put it out there.
Exactly.
Trying to stain his character, right? What he's saying is a common thing between men. We've all said it before. Hey, listen, hey, I know I made a mistake, but I don't want that kid. You know what I mean? And
Did you bust in her?
huh? Say again?
You bust in her?
What are you talking about?
Anthony Edwards, D.O.Ph.
Yeah. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
that was just a random question out of
No,
nowhere.
because so we all made that.
But we have.
I was asking if you.
A lot of men.
It's
It's a common thing. Like if you're having frequent sex from a kid growing up, teenager growing up to an
Remind
adult.
the audience what age you lost your virginity.
9 at 9.
Stop this.
You're gonna have mess-ups. You're gonna have things. So I'm just saying it's a common thing.
That's nastiness.
What, that 9? How's that
At
nastiness?
9, man.
Oh
That's
my
proper,
God.
man.
Yo, all right.
Man.
All right. So what do you think? That is deep, organic, or that's fuckery?
I think that's fuckery.
Yeah, it's straight fuckery.
Yeah, he went deep for
Yeah,
sure.
It's true.
He went deep.
Very deep.
He went deep.
Well, we don't actually know that for sure.
You're right.
We don't, only she knows.
How would
that.
we know that,
Oh,
Chris?
she get pregnant.
That's what I'm
Chris.
saying. Like only she knows if
Oh, she
he
get
went
pregnant.
deep.
Okay, all right, sure.
All right, Chris.
Deep.
Let's segue to
Deep.
Jonathan.
Segue into Jonathan.
It's a segue to Jonathan, not into.
Okay, all right, no
What's wrong
problem.
with them from last week? Yo, from last week, you know, for that rule, bro. Like, chill down.
saying
No, chill.
But it's funny because you used the random name Jonathan last week.
I said that last week?
No, didn't
Oh, big guy? Yeah. Yo,
I
I
did?
don't know.
Yeah, remember?
I think something is in
and then
that chair,
and then I asked you if that was
Whatever.
I asked you if that was like
We're gonna
nickname
tell
for
you,
like some
actor.
top shotters or something. You're like, no, I'm just calling some random name.
Okay,
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so Jonathan Majors, the actor Jonathan Majors, we know him from most recently Creed 3. He was found guilty for abuse or violence against his girlfriend, which was pretty crazy. Marvel Comics or Marvel movie franchise dropped him from the movies. He was supposed to do about 3 or 4 Marvel movies, so they dropped him. So basically, he's blackballed in Hollywood right now. I don't know if he's going to serve jail time as well, too. But the situation is crazy because when you see the video, so there's a video that came out where it shows like a little, like it shows a tussle in front of the car. I couldn't quite tell if he's trying to drag her out of the car or drag her in the car. I'm not sure about that. But then after it goes to, he runs off and she's chasing him for quite some distance. So Jeff, you actually brought up an interesting point of view that I never thought of. Actually, you want to share your point of view?
Yeah, well,
Of what that looked like when you
after
saw
reviewing
Jonathan
the video,
running.
and this guy who's a big guy
Yeah.
is running from the female, like really crazy running, a half a bull running. Something must happen. Like, why is he running from her?
Yeah.
So either he maybe took her phone, I'm thinking, or I don't know if he took some money, but he must have took something that's very important to her why she's running. He's running. Because physically, if she wants to fight him, he could, like, you know,
He could just hold her, just restrain
he
her.
could just hold her with one hand and restrain her with one
Yeah.
hand and like, babe, I don't want to do this. You know, like a Jay-Z kind of thing that they'll be. But you know what I mean? The man running fasty. You know,
Very
Ross, Damion
fast.
used to sprint, so he know. The man is like, and she's after.
Yeah.
No, something went down.
I don't. So what was he convicted?
So he has been found guilty of 2 domestic assault charges, and the New York jury found the actor guilty of assault in the 3rd degree and guilty of harassment.
But that wasn't the same incident.
Yeah.
Guilty of harassment.
Oh, so maybe there's another part of the video that we didn't see.
Yeah, so-
there has to be.
So it's not just the video that's related to their case. It's like something happened before the video, and then like the video starts from where the video starts from.
Okay.
So apparently, something happened at home where there was a 911 call, and I think she was on the floor, and I can't remember all the details, but on one side it was like accusing her of like kind of that she beat herself up or did whatever to make it look like she got beat up. And then there's the other side that's saying that Jonathan inflicted those injuries on her as well too. But it started from a 911 call I don't know if it was their house or the hotel or wherever they were at first, which probably is what comes before the video that we don't see.
Okay.
He was also found not guilty of one of the counts in assault in the 3rd degree and not guilty of aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree.
So he was found both guilty and not
Yo,
guilty.
emotion is
Guilty on one charge and not guilty on
and the
another
same charge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So one is think is third degree, and the yeah.
So I think that might be it because this story happens in stages. Like there's the stuff that we don't see on camera, which might be one stage of it, and then the stuff we do see on camera or sort of see on camera in partial. So maybe that's why there's like 2 charges for the like one guilty and one not guilty for the same thing.
I wonder if his girl is gonna stick by.
Probably not.
Okay.
And
Why
also
would he stick by her?
too, there was
Why
there
would he
was-
stick by her?
No, not. He's dating a new girl now. What's
He has
her
a
name?
new girl?
Yeah.
she's a
that
dancer.
No, the beautiful actress, man. Oh my god.
Oh, he's dating someone after her now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Been-
I didn't
she-
know
when did
that.
this all
She will
happen?
come to court with him too. Let me find.
Oh, I
that
didn't know
name
that.
for it.
So when did this all happen?
But that's the same girl
It's last
that
year.
he told. That's the
Last
same.
year.
Yeah, around like March, I think
Yeah.
he originally got arrested for it.
Oh.
But that's the same girl that he said. And there was a recording on the phone, which is maybe why he took the phone or whatever. But allegedly, but that was the one where he's like, "Yo, why can't you be more like Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama? Like, why can't you hold yourself a class?" Like that was a part of the argument too. That's like on recorded audio on her phone.
I wonder what he means by that. Because Coretta, by that reference, he could mean that he did something wrong, like cheated, and she should just be okay with it.
You know,
Because
he-
Coretta was okay with it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know who he's
yeah.
dating? Megan Good.
He's dating Megan.
He's dating Megan Good?
What?
She even came to the court with him. She was there with him.
My
Being
Megan?
supportive.
Yo, she went from Devon
My
Franklin.
Megan?
She went from
Whoa,
Devon
whoa.
Franklin
You're what?
to Jonathan
My
Majors.
Megan.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
what do you mean? It's my Megan.
No, it's not. Megan not even know he exists.
She will after
Okay.
this podcast
Yeah.
comes out.
Megan. Megan. Okay.
Hashtag
so
Megan
Megan.
Good.
So Megan. So I seen something happen. Cameron, read his DM that he sent to Nia Long. Nia Moore. That's what he called her, and it was very sweet and it was very nice. And guess what? 2 weeks later, he met Nia. So, Megan, hey, what's going on?
You're such a double standard guy, bro.
Megan, what's
This
going
was a
on?
big guy.
Yo, the ink didn't even dry from the verdict. And he's
What?
like, yo, Megan, what are you saying, though?
What's going on?
Megan, you need a guy who don't do that kind of stuff.
Listen,
Come on, man.
In that letter that Cameron wrote to Nia, you know what he started that letter on?
Oh,
Hey, stink.
that's what you said?
That's what he started. And big guy
Hey,
said it's so
stinkum.
sweet.
Yeah? Well, I mean, maybe that's some, like...
But
child-
it's like a nickname. Like
Yeah,
a
It's
nick-
a
yeah,
slang.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking this chick,
Yeah,
you call
yeah.
you a girl, but
Yeah.
certain female would not accept that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
A
it's-
big guy that is
she
so
knows.
proper.
No, but she knows what I'm
But-
going.
She
exactly.
knows, yeah, all of a
There's
sudden,
something,
no.
there's
All of
something
a
there
sudden,
that
I
has
can say, hey, Megan Booby.
All right, Tanto. That's
Megan
rich.
Booby.
That's rich. So he's found guilty. So we have to wait and see if he's gonna be sentenced or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, or if it's gonna.
So
just
hold
be
on. So this is
probation.
actually, he could go to prison for this?
Yeah,
Yeah, could do
yeah,
time.
yeah, he could do time.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he could do
I
time.
don't. But this just goes to show you that emotions is a crazy thing. Because Jonathan Majors is a pretty smart guy. I've heard him talk. He's not an idiot. So, what led him down this path? You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna act like I can't be in these situations. Right now when we're sitting on the podcast talking, I feel like I can't be in those situations. But you never know.
You never know.
You're in an emotional state, and the wrong moment catches you, and you just do some nonsense. But I just wonder what led him down this path.
Master, have you been in that situation before? You had to run from a lady?
Not like that. Not the way how Mr. This brother.
I have. No,
Like
I
what?
didn't run though.
I walk away.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Was she like hitting you and shit like that?
Oh, yeah.
She tore my robe off.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What she wanted?
Yeah,
Sex?
So no, let Jeff go first.
yeah. I've been in situations where I get crazy like that, but I walk away. When I was much younger, when I didn't know how to walk away, I learned to find a lesson from it. But since then, and I'm talking about when I was way younger, like about 22 years old, like on top. Yeah, so I've learned to walk away, and I mean, it's not something that is easy.
Did you learn it the hard way though?
Very tough, hard way.
What's the hard way? Define that.
Getting in trouble?
Yeah, a hard way where the law got involved, you know, and I could have faced prison time for getting physical with a female, and I just told myself I'm never gonna let that happen again. Because then I didn't know how to balance words without reaction.
Yeah, that was me too at a younger age.
Then after my meditation, after all these years, I figured that it doesn't matter what word you throw at me, I'm not gonna react. It's just words, even though they said it hurt and it hits. I can absorb that and walk away and say, you know. Yeah, but it's not easy for everybody. I know a lot of people that can't do that.
Yeah, certain people cannot. Big guy, talk to us about the road.
So one day I'm home, right? I had a roommate, and I was talking to this girl. We weren't dating, but we were, doing things. I hear the door knock, bam, bam, bam. I'm studying. I was going to New York these times. So I was in my t-shirt and my robe. Door knock, bam, bam, bam. I went to the door. No, first of all, this girl's calling me all evening. I'm ignoring her. Like, yo, listen, man.
I do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, ignore her.
Of course.
Yeah, we
So I was ignoring her.
go ahead.
Because she was being an idiot. I was ignoring her. So, anyways, bam, bam, bam. So I kind of felt like, I'm like, yo, who is this? So I went to the door, peephole, nothing, right? So I went back, started studying, bam, bam, bam again. I'm like, so I went to the door, nothing. So I just pretended like I left and I stayed. She came to knock. So I opened it. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you?
Yeah.
I frightened her. Anyways, immediately she draped my robe like this, right? So I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, you have a bitch in the house. And she's trying to move me to. I'm like, no, you're not coming in here. So she's trying to pull my robe and tore it off. And then she took out her phone and dialed 911 and said, hit me. Damn. I'm like, wow. Yeah, that happened.
Crazy.
But for me, it's not even like I
Did
had.
you let her in though?
No, I did not. It's not like I have great restraint or nothing. One of the things, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but I will. I saw my mom get abused when I was younger, and I told myself I would never do that. And every time those things happen, I get into that moment where I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to be my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? So even when she was doing all that, emotions are coming over me, but that restraint was just there. Like, okay, I'm not
Did
doing
she
that.
call 911?
No, she's 9-1. 911 for what? I didn't do anything. I just stood
but
there.
I'm saying, just in case you create a scene.
No, she didn't call nobody.
Okay.
She just argued and talked, and then she just left.
Your robe tear out.
My robe is ripped. My nice Tommy Hilfiger robe too, you know. I can never find that again.
Share your experience so you never get into a situation like that.
Wooly. Wooly.
We talked about one last week.
Was it last week or the week before? Was it last week?
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
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 I didn't even put out our content yet, so you're gonna have 2 contents in a row. Go.
You want me to talk about it?
No, you shared it already.
We shared heard it, man. We shared heard it.
But speaking of which, though, Canada, come on now. Miles Bridges tonight. Charlotte Hornets is playing Toronto Raptors. Are you not letting him in because of domestic abuse? Come on now.
Talk more about that. Let the people know about what.
Bro,
what
but
that's
if you have
about.
a charge, you're not allowed in the country. Simple.
I don't know much about it, but this is what I could tell you. So at the border, we know CBSAs, they don't play around.
No, they don't.
They don't play around. If you're not straight, you're not coming into this country. So he has a charge that he was off the NBA for a year. He was suspended for a whole year without pay. Right? I think he got probation. Right? I don't think he got any jail time. I think he got probation. And he already got suspended for a year. He lost money. Right, and now he's back in the NBA trying to get his footing. I think he just came back like 20 games ago. It wasn't even a long time, and he's trying to get his footing in the NBA. And he's tonight. He's playing for Charlotte Hornets. They're coming to Toronto to play, and at the border they stopped him saying that he has a charge so he can't come through. I think as a sports person, you should be exempt. Right now, I understand that he has a charge and they're treating everybody the same. But I think this is a special case of trying to make the Toronto Raptors win tonight.
No, I think what the team should have done, they should have put necessary stuff.
Steps in place
Yes,
for him to
put
cross
us,
the border.
for him to, so when he get there, he doesn't go into that. You understand? Knowing the fact that he has a criminal, well, I don't want to say a criminal record, but he has some.
He has a criminal record. He was convicted.
Exactly. So has a criminal record. So we could make the call.
But this has happened
I'll find
before,
out what
where people with criminal records on sports teams have come to the
I
country.
could tell you this: if it was the other way around, America would not let us in either.
You think so?
I don't.
Yeah, man, them still bad over there. But
A sports team?
yeah, but with the inconsistency of Toronto Raptors, not we winning every 5 games, it's all right for make him stop over borders.
Now, I don't know if this is like
what?
I don't.
Wait,
okay.
hold on, because
Wait, so
you
they wanna get that
you
with-
mentioned there's other athletes who have criminal charges who have been able to.
I've been trying to
cross.
sit here to give an example of someone, but I know it happened before.
I've never heard
Okay,
of
let's go to artists, music artists, right? And the same thing should apply across the board, right? Criminal is criminal. Lil Wayne came here, Chris Brown came here. All these guys came here
but
after their
maybe-
charge.
maybe they
Yeah,
did
that
what
was
they-
that was like time had passed after the conviction, so I think they were able to get the
probably got a
exemption.
pardon.
No, Lil Wayne came here right after he came out of jail.
But
He
you
came
never
here
know.
right after.
Yes,
So-
Wayne.
But no,
Drake
but
had to put up
didn't Wayne
Exactly,
get
that's
a
what I was about to
presidential
say.
pardon?
what?
Didn't Wayne get pardoned?
No, he didn't get a
He
pardon.
didn't get
Drake.
pardoned?
No, Drake had to put up a thing for him where he goes straight from the airport to the show, from the show to the plane.
Oh, okay.
But they still let him in. Martha Stewart came here after she got convicted. Right? She just came out of prison. She came here for some talk or whatever. So it's happened before. It's not like it's impossible. I just think this situation is like Canada is just one. I think it's a Toronto thing. It's a Toronto Raptors thing. To be honest with you, I said that as a joke earlier, but I think that's a part of it. And the second part of it is Canada prides itself on being this liberal country where we're so PC that you abuse the woman, so we can't really mess with you. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm not here for people who are abusing women or men or anybody. If you're abusive, I'm not here for you. But here to serve this time. He did a year of the NBA. He lost money. He went to the trial. The courts decided this is what you're gonna do. I think at that point he should be allowed to do his job.
Didn't
I think
have
it's
the
unfair.
Didn't have the proper paperwork.
Get the paperwork. Charlotte
Get
Hornets,
your
get the
paperwork.
proper paperworks.
Well,
Like
I
what
can
you-
equate
and
that
I'll
to
support all of what you're
during COVID, not just the Raptors, but for anybody who wasn't vaccinated, they couldn't come to Canada. And the Blue Jays had to play in Buffalo because of the borders are closed. And the Raptors, we know they had to play in Tampa Bay because the borders were closed. But once they opened back up the borders and the teams were allowed to play in Toronto, in Canada, if there were still players
That wasn't vaccinated.
that wasn't vaccinated, they couldn't come,
They wouldn't let them
and
in.
even like star players as well too. So
Kyrie.
But it's not a little bit different though.
I mean,
a little
I
bit
guess
different.
I guess maybe you can say that, but but what's ironic about that is that's not like they don't have criminal charges, which is ironic. It's just they were just not
Right.
vaccinated for that time.
Right, and it was the same thing for jobs, right? People just weren't allowed to do their jobs if you're not vaccinated. So it was a little bit of a that's a time slice.
Yeah, it was like a weird thing.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really. I hear what you're saying, valid point, but I wouldn't really equate that. It's kind of different.
But you know what that makes me think about, like in sort of the larger issue of it, because the NBA is talking about bringing a team back to Vancouver, which would be incredible. But like, do things like these help to turn off expanding another team to Canada? Because it's like, okay, well, if we're gonna be realistic, we know that a lot of the NBA players, they come from troubled neighborhoods, they come from troubled backgrounds. Some of them might have charges on them. You know what I mean? And especially in certain states where you can get charged just from being in the same room, in the same car. You don't even have to really be involved in what's going on. It's like you get a conspiracy charge just because you're in the fucking room and you have nothing going on with that, right? So if Canada is going to be like super strict about like blocking athletes from coming in, I wonder if that puts doubt into expanding a team to Vancouver, or who knows, maybe even Montreal in the future.
Nah, if the money's there, they'll do it.
Yeah, I don't think
It's all about
Not for
money.
not for one player.
It's
He's
all
not
about
a
money.
Superstar player. It's not. It's like he's a LeBron or a KD or one of those.
It's all about money.
But imagine it was though. Imagine it was like
That would never be
If it
KD.
was,
Because
then
look
he'll
at
be
Ja.
here
Like
playing
Ja
today.
wasn't criminally charged. I don't think
He's
right?
in court now.
He's in court.
Yeah,
So it's possible he can be criminally
yeah,
charged.
and I guarantee you that will never happen to Ja.
But if that
Coming
so
to
that
Canada,
that
that
would
will
be
never happen.
We'll,
It'll
we'll
never
have,
stop him.
we'll have to come back to that, because if he
We'll
does,
come back to it.
If he does get
Remember I
criminally
said
charged,
remember I
gonna
said
stop
this.
him too.
Remember I said this. If Ja Morant gets found guilty on this case,
yeah.
whatever it is, Ja Morant will be allowed to come to Toronto to play the Toronto Raptors.
And I
Remember
say,
Damion said that.
Remember that Jeff says Canada is gonna stop him just the same way they did with Bridges.
Okay, friendly bet.
Yeah.
A shake on it. All right.
you heard it. You saw it. You saw
Doesn't
it.
have to be money.
I never
We're
said money. I said
brethren.
what? I
It's
said what
fun.
you bet it in. What's the bet?
He's right. I'm wrong. I'm right. He's wrong. That kind of thing.
That
Laugh. Ha 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 ha. You're wrong. That's it.
They're gonna let him in Canada.
I wonder though if it was just a matter of maybe the Charlotte Hornets just didn't set up like you guys were talking about, like the paperwork. Like they just didn't, whatever Drake did for Wayne, like the Charlotte didn't do that for.
Exactly. He must have done something.
But I don't know. Obviously, the answer is I don't know. I don't know anything about their background. But I would think it's an organization. Like they have people in place to do all these things. You know what I mean? So I
Maybe
I don't, because like, so what, hypothetically, what I'm thinking is, because Drake is a Canadian citizen, he could say that like Wayne is my employee for this particular event. Wayne is my employee. Like, let's just say that's kind of the loophole. But the Raptors can't do that though. The
Why not?
Raptors can't say, because it would have to be somebody in the Raptors organization that says like
Here's the point.
Miles Bridges is my employees, and maybe that's what
the NBA.
But the NBA is not a Canadian.
But why do you have to be Canadian?
But that's what I'm saying. Just hypothetically, that might be what it is. That
Yes.
in Drake and Wayne's case, that might have been what allowed Wayne to cross, because Drake is Canadian.
But I don't know. You might, very valid point, but I don't think that would be the case, because the NBA isn't Canada, right?
But it's not a Canadian organization.
I know it's not a Canadian
Yeah.
organization, but the fact that it's in Canada means that there has to be some kind of relationship going back and forth to make this work.
No, but I
right?
think-
With
So,
immigration.
No, but
of course there has to be. There has to be. Those guys are not just gonna go.
But I think that the NBA is not going to make it their responsibility to get him here.
They do that every day.
Not to make him get here.
But who's the?
There's an organization.
But who do you think?
responsibility
Who do you think the liability is on when these guys travel to different cities?
The team.
It's on the NBA first, because they're part of the association. That's why it's called an association. You're representing the NBA. You can't just do whatever you want, which is why people can get in trouble.
They said certain rule, but I'm saying in that, this is just my in that situation, I think the NBA will leave it up to the organization.
Nah.
They will, if they're gonna do that for that player,
have to be.
they have to be doing it for everybody.
Everybody.
But they
that's-
do.
But that's not their problem, though.
But what
That
I'm
is not
saying,
really not their
what I'm
problem.
saying,
That's not
okay,
their
what I'm
problem.
saying, I bet this gets sorted out because I've never even heard of this before. Have you heard of this before, where an NBA player can't come across the border because of charges that he's had? I'm sure people have had charges before. I've never heard that.
Maybe it happened now. It never went public. You
I've never
know.
heard of it.
That's possible.
All right, go ahead, Master.
Maybe it was just overlooked, and when you get to the border, you're like, oh,
Right.
what is this? Of course, you want to bet that next time, as he said, it's going to be okay.
Come
because
through.
They're going to sort it out.
Yeah, they probably started out. Speaking of the board, have you guys ever been stopped at the board and like been harassed and
Never.
big dub search?
At the airport, at the
time.
airport.
All the time.
Coming into Canada, going out to Canada.
Well, coming in because big guys at CBSA,
CBSA.
they don't play.
No,
I
they
call
don't
them CBSA don't play. So have you guys ever been like
Airport?
airport or even the border?
Airport, yes.
what was
When
that
I went for my
experience?
dad's funeral and I was coming back because it was a quick turnaround. I think it was like 4 days. Yeah, they sent me to secondary, and I had a carry on, and it was like really packed. And the guy just opened it and just dug it up, and I was like, "Bro, you can't put my stuff back." He's like, "No, that's your business." And I was struggling to put it back. I had to sit on it, do all kinds of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But they just wanted to. I don't know why they flagged me. They just wanted to see why I traveled so quickly and who bought my ticket and all that. After that, they were just okay, cool, no problem, you can go.
Did they swab your suitcase?
No, but I got swabbed in New York. I was leaving from New York to come to Toronto, and they said random stop or whatever, and I got swabbed, and I almost missed my flight. Dog and everything had to come. Supervisor, everything had to come because apparently they had a residue of cocaine on me or whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like what? But yeah,
Master, you at the border?
Yes, man, regular.
Share one if you want to.
Can I share one? A very interesting one. So back in the 90s, I went to Jamaica and I was coming back up to Toronto, and I had my bag with all my mangoes and my fruits and everything. First time experience. So I had 2 bags. I took one off the belt, put it down, waiting on the next one, and I saw this little brown whitish dog without no one came and smelling my bag, and I'm like,
You kicked the dog?
yeah, I kicked the damn dog, Chris,
Holy
man.
shit.
I'm like, don't, because I really don't like pets. So I'm like, don't put your mouth on my stuff.
Yeah.
And then this guy came in a gray pants and a t-shirt and like, are you dumb? Did you know what you just did?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I have my mangoes and this dog is smelling my stuff. I don't want him smelling. He said, that's an officer. You know that you just assault an officer?
Yeah.
I'm like, officer? Yes. So then they wait for my other bag and they brought me to the next room and they dig down everything. Yeah, and for maybe for the next 5 trips back and forth, they always
Every time you go.
flagging me.
Yeah.
Then one of the day I asked this lady, one of the officers, I said, why is it that they keep? So she said, because one of the reasons why you don't eat on the plane. Back then they were giving you lots of food on the plane. That's now they did if you're hungry. And I'm like, so I always, we buy Island Grill or coming up.
Yeah.
So whenever they're offering whatever on the plane, I never took it. So she said, you did not take anything to eat on the plane. And I'm like, really? So that's why after that,
Yeah, eat right through.
I don't
So
even
they
care
know
what-
they know when you're eating when you take food
the
on
flight
the plane.
attendants,
Oh, and
they keep track of it.
Exactly.
So
I didn't
by
know
the
the
time
flight
you get off the
attendants.
plane, Chris, they have a report to give to them, and they will say,
I didn't know the flight
Yes.
attendants do that.
They do all
Wow.
kinds of
There,
stuff that you don't know.
26 sitting in seat F did not take anything on the plane.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't
And
know
back
that.
then, it was very popular that people who swallow drugs,
Yeah.
you can't eat.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
So when I found that out, it doesn't matter what they give me on the
You
plane.
eat.
Also, because
I just didn't know the stewardess recorded
Yeah,
that.
but
Like,
you know
I
they have
didn't know
air
that.
marshals on the
I
flight.
was about to say that too, bro.
they are.
Not
Yes.
everybody's a passenger on the flight.
Exactly. Yeah, big
crazy.
guy. I was about to say that too, bro.
I was shocked.
That's
I'm like, how
crazy.
do they know that I didn't eat anything on the plane?
Yeah, it's monitored.
Like a lot of shit happened for
It's almost like when you're walking in the bay,
Yeah.
in the store, the bay.
Yeah.
That's one of the most closely monitored store in the world.
And you
now.
have what do they call those people?
The bay, right? It seems like nobody's following.
the bay?
They have people following you, and the cameras they zoom in on people regular.
Yeah, you have people in the back too, like
Watching
like
the
three of them,
cameras,
like
yeah.
a big table like this, and
Sit
then
down doing that.
you call them the walkers. So you got the walkers in the store, like a big guys, and and they're like dressed up nicely. Some
yeah,
of them
like it's a
Watch
customer.
the camera.
Yeah.
Yep. I have
Yeah,
some people in the
man.
back
So
watching the camera.
that was not a
That
good
was-
experience.
Wow.
So
How long were you
therefore-
there for? When they had in there for hours?
Yeah, man.
Big guy, were you in there for a long time?
No. Maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. My first time coming to Canada, I got sent to secondary, but I didn't know. I thought this was normal. I thought this is what happened to everybody.
They will send you to secondary, but sometimes they won't have you there long.
Another thing too, I was coming back with my CD case because back then we were traveling back and forth, and they swapped the damn thing,
Yeah.
And I was around there for another 2 hours again, because for whatever they got weed,
Marijuana, yeah.
marijuana,
Oh.
and they dig us. So after that, and I learned that. Yeah, I always make sure I clean down all my case and everything.
Yeah.
before coming in.
It's tricky.
CBS say they don't play.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I had a couple intense, like, I was thinking to hear more intense. My thing was like intense, bro.
That
Like,
was like your.
intense. You know what I mean? One was at the border, like at Peace Bridge, and one was here at the airport. But the one at the border was with Wacky. You know Wacky, the big man that plays football? So we drove to New York for a party, spent like 2-3 days coming back. But you know Wacky had the big man, the man that bun them weed, and you drive through Poughkeepsie weed, a bun, and you reach a Syracuse weed, you know? By the time you close it, dash your weed, you know? Spray up and thing. But Wacky had this buckle. It was a weed buckle. So they send us in and thing, and you know, so it's like, what is that? So Wacky I say, weed buckle, man. So one of the officers, she doesn't really understand Pato, but she understands weed. Like, what, weed? So the three guys come in and walking on real Jamaican style, Wacky again a big. I walk on there, sir. You have weed on you? Wacky said, I don't have weed, palm me, I smoke weed from me at 9. And I'm only here to smoke weed. Again.
This is why you speak.
Communication.
Kids out there, this is why you speak English.
So they only heard the smoke weed. So Wacky said, so they attack and it's like, I said, okay, all right. You over there, me over there. So me, now my said, what me do? Like, what me do? But I'm having like, yeah. So I never see that room. Not even was one room there at the bar, like in the box. So them put me in the room. Walking now a different room. In the room, so I want to make you hear, what the blood clot this? I walk out. Be about to walk out for over there. And me, I said, Lord Jesus. Like, but told he that to the class. It was my second time going to the States. I was like, damn. So the man found in the room and I look at my shoes. Who buy the shoes here? What price? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, take up a 2 kilos sub it. This is when it gets serious now. Mr. Bigger neck man come in.
Tight neck, like.
We can't even see man them neck weight big. Just all over my room. Walk with us. I said, walk with me. So I pack up and said, leave it. One different part, the man them carry go in that building and in or that bar there, you know. I said, Jesus Christ. At them time we gone about 1.5 hours already, you know. So they took us to the back and then put me in one bigger room. And it's like a holding cell now, big. I just see this brother come in with a big book. Big like about that, a little bit bigger. I start reading some rights. So me I said, what? And then
You have rights.
And then me walking down, oh the blood clot, everyone a batty man, everyone. Be a nice walking and making a big guy. I said, so why walking? I said, the man a batty man. I said, walk one. So the man, better than what the man I read, me just turn the idiot, because you know in that situation, he doesn't get nervous. I'm like, what the hell? Boop, big book open up and read me something, section this, blah, 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 the Lord states, blah, blah. I said, what the hell? Okay, sir. Take your clothes off.
You got that?
What?
This is really intense.
Yo, when me here walking, so that body man, I pay money. Big guy, bro.
A strip search, you got a strip search?
No. When the man come up and say, yo, take your clothes off. Turn around, spread your ass cheeks. I said, what?
Oh my goodness.
When we look at one woman coming in, I say, yo, what you do? Like, what's going on here? I don't have no drugs, nothing at all. Sir, please do not say anything. And the woman come with a flashlight and shine. So lift up my bar.
So hold on, wait. You're skipping this part. So you're doing what they're saying.
Of
right?
course, I'm going to have to do it. Let me hold on there.
Okay.
And then I do it in a Linky.
Lift up your
And
what?
then I do it.
Balls!
Lift up your what?
The woman said, lift up your balls.
Lift up your balls.
Spread your ass cheek.
Oh my god.
The only thing we are here is walking like 3 rooms, like the man are cussing up.
Is the same thing is happening too?
Exactly. I went in boom. And the man I go off and It's like they have a room and say, okay, boop, 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 and the brother come back to the room and she's like, nothing. It's like, okay, put your clothes on. Big guy.
Did they give you like something to put on, or you just
Big
naked?
guy. What am I say the man say for do? Take off your clothes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Big guy. You saw me I put that, time. Well, I've never been raped before. Cause I just feel violated. I just feel like a sketchy. I just want to hide. So me come out of the room though. I say the man I'm like, hold on for walking up. I say, Wacky, I cost some bumbo clot there. Brother, I'm silent. I'll get back outside now and then do background check again and whatever. You don't know what I say. The whole all the spare tire come out of the car.
Oh yeah.
The back seat come out of the car. No, they must say, yo, fix it up and leave.
Wow.
That's
and you guys had to fix it up.
That's what we do. Stay there for the next 3 hours. Bro, see from that, Mr. Wacky, I'm not going back to the States with you.
And you never been to the States with him.
You mad?
It's the smoking and the weed and
Bro,
the
but
presentation.
the funniest thing is that them not really, it was even, well, I can't say, but I never smell it in the car.
But you know that's really profiling, and that's actually what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit later, yeah. For real.
That was one of my experience, and then at the airport I got them find some pill and them claims say it's narcotics. Say I'm bringing up what you call them like a pill again? Them say
Ecstasy?
drugs. I don't know what them say. Them say that drugs.
So what kind of pill?
But they do a knee surgery. Some version of work is a white youth.
Antibiotics?
Oh, painkillers,
Big
probably.
guy, but I get a joke about that. But I'm assuming because the brother told me said help me because I did a cleaning. What them call it again? My meniscus did tear. So
Oh, morphine.
So the big guy, I thought it was because he did the same surgery,
Right.
And he was back at work within a week. But he might walk with a crutch, but he might move run. I couldn't move, but more move run. So I said, yo, bro, what do you take? I said, yo, I got you, bro. I got you.
And you look a pill them.
The man give me about 12. But I have them in my backpack, traveling back and forth. What happened was I went to Bahamas. I spent 2 days in Bahamas. On my land at Toronto like 2 o'clock. I leave for go England like 7 o'clock in the night. So I just like stay, make us stay, so I bring my stuff, them come give me, and I'm catch the next flight. Go downstairs and catch. And man, I don't know the man was semi going in a secondary. The man's empty out your bag. And when I travel with that bag there for about 1, 2, 3 years, and just comes out. 8 pill drop out or 6. And the man said, whoa, what is this? Whoa. Have a seat over there.
Jeez.
I'm come back and I say, okay, you know you travel with narcotics, right? I just called RCMP and the head supervisor gonna call us back and let us know what
Well,
to do.
Linky, you're.
Big guy, what are you? So the man said just call RCMP
Is this after the wacky experience or before?
after. Big guy, so the man said just call RCMP. But just I see the queen and I said, John, look, I'm gonna look for the queen and we can't. But Tony, idiot. And the man said, I'm gonna get up and I said, sir, my flight. Listen, if I did not tell you to get up, don't get up. Sit back down.
That's why they're talking to you?
Lap my tail,
They're stunning you, bro.
Bro, I lap my tail like one dirty dog. I just sit down back, sir.
Lap your pants foot.
I just stay, sir. And the man said, yes, ready for you now. So this is what's gonna happen. Because this is your first offense and we spoke to the RCMP and you've been traveling this for a while and it's not really a lot. And it's in your backpack. So really and truly you weren't hiding it, but this is illegal. You shouldn't bring this in the country. So here's a paper. If you want to go to court and file it, this is going to be on your record for 7 years.
Jeez.
This is 7 years ago?
That was what, 2015, 2016. When did I go to UK?
So you're good now?
Yeah, but well, I've been good for a couple of years because I did the same thing where you did. I stopped and I asked them, why you guys stopping me all the time? And then explain.
Oh, so every time you came back after that day,
After that, even at the border, even me, like, don't believe in Niagara.
Yeah.
I drive a crowd, so go buy when I come back.
they stop you.
So you don't have no more pills them. I don't travel with them.
Chop them pill like that. Them not give me back, but the youth they give me them.
What was it? Was it morphine?
It was like what do you call those pills? Not morphine, brother, man. Steroids pill. Brother say steroids, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it helped heal the muscle
Yeah,
quick and blah blah blah.
yeah.
So that's what the guy said. They say these are steroids. I said, brother, I look like me on steroids. Look at my maga. So look how I'm slim.
That's
And
not
so-
what steroids is for, though. But
Yeah.
That's not what steroids is for. You can be skinny and be on steroids.
But it actually you
Like
got
Carlos.
that's all you got bulk up on them thing there. But yeah, those were CBSA. They don't play.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What about Chris now?
I mean, my stories don't top that. No, but I have been stopped, and I have been stopped frequently. which is which is annoying every time that it happens.
It is.
The most recent time. Oh yeah, no, the most recent time I was going to the States, so it's not our border people, it's the American border people. And when you're at the airport, you have to cross U.S. customs before you get to the plane, right? And so the guy was asking me all kind of questions, trying to trick me, and to the point because he's like, there was a time where I went to Washington D.C. and I forgot that I'd gone to Washington D.C. right? Because this is the first time I'm going to California in like 10 years. So I'm thinking in my mind, I haven't been to Cali in 10 years.
Right.
So the man was like, when's the last time you were in the U.S.? Oh, like 10 years ago. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, where were you in 2017? I'm like, 2017? What are you talking about? He's like, where were you in 2017? I'm like, oh shit. So I fucked myself up. I'm like, oh, I did go to Washington in 2017. I thought you meant California. I was in California back in 2013. And then he started like questioning more. He's like, where were you in 2019? I'm like, 2019? What are you talking about? It's like, where were you in 2019? And now I know for sure I haven't been in the States in 2019. And I'm like, 2019, was I somewhere in 2019 and I just forgot? And the man's like, I'm seeing here you were in the States 2000. I'm like, no, sir, I wasn't in the States 2019. I went other places, but I wasn't in the States. And the man's like, you weren't in Miami. And I'm like, Miami? I haven't been to Miami since like 2008. What are you talking about, right? And then like it was just like kind of like just a weird back and forth. Started making me feel guilty. I'm like, did I go to Miami 2019? I just had a wild time and I forgot. What the hell? You know what I mean? So, but the joke was so all the border agents, all the U.S. custom people, they were all white except for the guy I went to. It was an Asian man that I went to, and it was one of those ones where two desks cleared up at the same time. So I could have went to a white guy or I could have went to the Asian guy. And I'm thinking, oh, the Asian guy. Let me go to the Asian guy.
Yeah, person of color.
You know what I mean? Like, some ethnicity. Like the man will give me a blight. But sure enough, he gives me the hardest time. Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Damn. I'm like, why is this guy sweating me like this? And then because I was going out there to film, he's like, you need a letter. And I'm like, but I'm getting paid from a Canadian company. I'm not getting paid US dollars. I'm not getting paid like from an American job or American thing, company. I'm getting paid from a Canadian company. The man's like, you're still supposed to have a letter and da. Right. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's trying to not make me pass right now. Right. And it's getting close to my flight. And then I think I had to show him my Instagram, but my Instagram is like not in my real name, so that just like fucked up the situation even more.
Chris, you're digging a hole, bro. You're digging yourself in a hole, bro.
Because the man didn't believe me that I'm a filmmaker, right? So I'm like, yo, there's the Instagram right there, like, because he asked me for email confirmation, and email confirmation is not in my government name, right? It's in my stage name, and so that's why I had to go to Instagram because he's like, but this is not in your real name. And then so I had to show him my Instagram to be like, yeah, but that's me though. Like, you know what I mean? So that was just like a 20-minute weirdness. Did
he send you through?
Yeah, he sent me through eventually, but it was just weird because it's like you're in front of everybody else. You're just seeing other people pass in front of you. And I'm like, holy shit, I came to this guy because I thought he was going to be lenient. Like I thought like, Asian, black, but no.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I had another experience too where coming back from Jamaica, I landed in Montreal, and it was just because the flight was just significantly cheaper than Toronto, and like Jamaica to Montego Bay to Montreal was like a new flight that they started, I guess. So it's like the rates were more affordable. So and if you think Ontario border people are bad, bro, fuck with Quebec border people, yo. Those people don't joke, bro. Like, I'm going up to the connection, and the guy's looking at me. He's like, where you come from? Jamaica. He's like, where were you doing in Jamaica? I was filming a documentary. You film documentaries? Yeah, I film documentaries. What's it about? Da. He's like, why were you in Jamaica like at such and such time? Which is like almost like 8 months ago. It's like 8. He's like, why are you in Jamaica at that time? Because I was filming a different thing at that time. He's like, why are you going to Jamaica so often? I'm like, how is that often? That's 8 months ago. He's like, you're going to Jamaica multiple times a year. I'm like, first of all, that's a different calendar year. And secondly, it's 8 months ago. It's like we're talking like August till April. Like what are we talking about
It
here,
can't be
right?
like that.
And I'm always like, well, I hold dual citizenship. I have family in Jamaica, so I can go. Like, if I need to go back and forth to Jamaica, like, why can't I go back and forth to Jamaica? Like, what's wrong with you? Man's looking at me, looking at my passport, looking at my passport, eyeing me, and like, you could tell that he's just certain things are just spinning in his mind. But from your Canadian citizen, they can't deny you entry in the country. You know what I mean? But it's like, if I was like, let's say permanent or not even a permanent resident, but if I was just living here, yeah, like you could tell they would have gave me a harder time at that point in time. And I'm just like, yo, bro, these Quebec border people, bro, this is the last time I'm flying to Montreal, and I don't need to fly to Montreal.
I never see big guy doing that job though.
Of course.
Well,
I applied.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's a guy that I used to know, John KC. He used to go to KC. Old Casey, old boy. He's a trainer, the head trainer for CBSA. He used to always encourage me, bro, why don't you apply? You'll be perfect.
So what happened?
My gun license. I need to go get it.
Why didn't you go get it?
Because it takes a weekend. I can't be bothered, man.
It takes a what?
A weekend.
I thought you were gonna say it takes like months. I thought you were gonna say it takes months. Oh,
Friday,
weekend.
Friday,
a whole
Saturday,
48 hours.
Friday,
72
Saturday,
hours.
Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
A 72. You can't sacrifice a 72
No,
hours.
it's not. I can't.
I was gonna say it took a year. It must take a week. Yo, you must say
I can't.
a weekend.
a weekend. Yo, stop this right now. Yo, let's go on to the other trader. What you have?
But hold on. Wait. So black men going through the borders. What do you call that? Deep.Organic.Phuckery and getting hassle.
It's fuckery.
That's fuckery, bro. It's fuckery, bro.
Because it's profiling.
I kind of understand, but it's
You understand?
I understand because you have a lot of people that are.
Jeff don't swear. So he said, wait. So you want it? But you want me to say it for you?
It's a fuckery.
It's fuckery, right?
Yeah, that's it.
What is it?
Yeah, the same thing you said.